Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss how to locate the moment of inertia of a circle. That is from the first principle or method of integration. Now look at the friends, as we have done in centroid. This it's a circular figure. I have considered elementary strip here, okay, which I have enlarged in this case. Okay, the elementary strip is considered a distance of r, where this r distance is r into d theta, where the thickness of this elementary strip is dr, the angle separated in the elementary strip is d theta. Look at here, this elementary strip which I have considered is located at a distance of theta from the diametrical axis, and the centroid of the centroid or moment of inertia of this elementary strip is located at a distance of y from the diametrical axis. Y is equal to r into sine theta. The same thing I have shown here for more to understand more clear. I have enlarged and shown how we have considered this elementary strip. As the elementary strip which we are considered is very small, so we can consider this as a rectangle. But it is an R, which when it is very small, so we can represent this as a rectangle. Okay. Now we'll start from the procedure one by one. In the first step, we are supposed to calculate the elementary strip area, which is dA, which is, look at here, this width is r into d theta, whereas thickness is dr. So I have written b into d is the thickness, so r d theta into dr. Okay. Now the moment of inertia of this elementary strip can be written as dix, differential moment of inertia about x axis is equal to y square dA. So elementary strip area, this we used to call it as second moment of area. Second moment of this elementary strip area about this diametrical axis is y square. Now integrating on both sides. Okay, look at here. Here I have taken double integration because our whatever the this elementary strip I have considered, which is varying along the radius, where the radius varies from 0 to maximum capital R, and this theta, because the angle separated inside the elementary strip is d theta, where because the angle also varies from 0 to 360, because this circle, the angle made by a circle is 360 degree. That is the reason I have applied here double integration. Now this become, if I want to calculate the moment of inertia about x-axis, ixx, this integration get cancelled, ixx is equal to first 0 to r and 0 to 2 pi y square d. Now ixx is equal to, the limit remains from 0 to r, 0 to 2 pi. In place of y, I have substituted the value of y. Y is r sine theta. In place of y, I have written r sine theta. It is square, so it is whole square into dA. I have just rearranged this RR term first, R into dr into d theta, that I have written here, R into dr into d theta. Similarly, now just square R square into sine square theta into R into dr into d theta. Now 0 to r, 0 to 2 pi. Now R square into R is R cube into dr, this dr into sine square theta into d theta. I just separated the r term separately and theta term separately. Now apply the integration separately and separate the term. 0 to r, where r cube into d theta into 0 to 2 pi sine square theta into d theta. We cannot apply the integration directly because sine square theta integration we don't know. So but the sine square theta we can write in terms of 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. Okay, this term remains as it is, r cube dr into 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 I have taken outside because it's a constant outside the integration, 0 to 2 pi 1 minus cos 2 theta d theta. Now I apply the integration, r cube become r raised to 4 divided by 4, where the limit is 0 to r into half is constant written outside as it is. Now the integration of 1 is theta minus integration of cos 2 theta is sine 2 theta by 2, where limit is 0 to 2 pi. Now apply the integration, apply the upper limit and lower limit. This become, when it's to r capital R raised to 4 by 4, when it's to 0, and right term becomes 0. Into half remains same, open a bracket. First apply the upper limit and lower limit for theta. 2 pi minus lower limit is 0, close the bracket. I have taken minus this minus 1 by 2 common, so it brought outside, Now sine 2 theta into 2 theta minus sine 0. Sine of even number of pi is 0 and sine 0 is 0. So this entire term becomes 0. So the equation turns out to be ix is equal to r raised to 4 into 1 by 2 into 2 pi. Now this 2 get cancelled. Remaining is pi into r raised to 4 divided by 4. Ix is written as pi into r raised to 4 divided by 4. The moment of inertia of a circle about this x axis is pi r raised to 4 divided by 4. Similarly, y axis is also pi r raised to 4 divided by 4. In this case, this is same. If I want to write this I-axis and I-y in terms of diameter, then the formula will be Ixx is equal to, in place of pi, in place of r, just because radius is nothing but diameter by 2, so d by 2 r raised to 4, so d by 2 raised to 4 divided by 4. Now pi into d raised to 4, where 2 is 4 times, 2 raised to 4 it is, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 4 times, 2 into 2 4, 4 to z 8 is 16, so pi d raised to 4 divided by 16 whole divided by 4. So 16 into 4 is 64. So pi d raised to 4 divided by 64. If I want to write moment of inertia in terms of diameter, then it is pi d raised to 4 divided by 64. Similarly, Iyy is pi d raised to 4 divided by 64. The beauty of this moment of inertia of a circle. Now, if I want to calculate polar moment of inertia, that is Izz, we have a formula that is Ixx plus Iyy, which is equal to pi d raised to 4 divided by 64 plus pi d raised to 4 divided by 64. It is 2 times. So it is 2 times of pi d raised to 4 divided by 64. This can also be written as, now look at here, this 2 ones are 2 32s are. So pi d raised to 4 divided by 32 is Izz. Polar moment of inertia for a circle is given by pi d raised to 4 divided by 32. Okay, that's it.